Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I am AdamMcKola. Hope you guys are all doing well. So Erik ten Hag has had his press conference ahead of Southampton against Manchester United. Manchester United travelling to St Mary's, hopefully to pick up their second win of the season. Obviously, we picked up our first win of the campaign, our first win in 3 games against Liverpool at Old Trafford in an impressive performance. But the first 2 games of the season were not good at all, and we have to get on a run, don't we? So hopefully we can go to St Mary's and win. We will be heading into it with Casemiro and of course a little bit of confidence, but not great news on the eve of the game as we hear Anthony Martial is out of the game with an Achilles injury. Erik ten Hag confirmed that in his press conference. So in this video we'll be looking at Erik ten Hag's quotes, and we'll also be predicting the team ahead of that game. And will Casemiro be making his debut for Manchester United? We've also got the Europa League group Manchester United will be in as well, which we'll talk about at the end of this video. But yeah, let us know your thoughts on that game against Southampton, and how much of a blow is Anthony Martial being out, or is it not a blow? And will Cristiano Ronaldo simply step in and fill the position of Anthony Martial? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribing, etc. We recently hit 130,000 subscribers, so thank you to everyone that has subscribed. We're hoping to hit 150k ASAP to get hitting that subscribe button. But as I said, Anthony Martial will miss tomorrow's game against Southampton due to an Achilles injury. And the manager said in the press conference, I cannot give you a prognosis on how long it takes, but we hope he will be available for the next game against Leicester. Now, Anthony Martial being injured, you think immediately not good. You know, every time we've kind of hoped to build up some momentum with Anthony Martial at Manchester United, he has been blighted by injuries during his time as well, and that's kind of held him back, as well as, you know, various other reasons. But injuries are a big factor in it. He's got all the ability in the world, but he's had a few injuries. And again, already in this season, a season that we're kind of relying on him because we feel like Cristiano Ronaldo is going to leave, he's been injured already twice. He's missed the first game or 2 of the season. Now he's missing this one. We saw how impressive he was against Liverpool when he came in and in the second half. And for me, he was going to be in my predicted 11 today. I wanted to see him starting, but he's injured again. I'm gutted. You know how much I love Anthony Martial, but you hope this isn't a sign of things to come for the rest of the season and we can get him fit and keep him fit. But it also shows how much we need to bring in signings. We're being linked with Anthony, being linked with Hakpo. We're being linked with a whole host of players at this moment in time, but we need depth in those forward positions, and we haven't got it at the minute. You know, outside of Jadon Sancho, Rashford, Martial, you got Cristiano Ronaldo, who's probably going to leave. Anthony Elanga, you know, he's got it all to prove as a Manchester United player. You've got Tahith Chong, who I think is still here. Is he gone out on loan? I don't even have a clue about that one. You know, you got Garnacho, who's unproven, great talent, great potential. Hope to see him get an opportunity, but we haven't got much in terms of depth in that front three. And it's massively important, especially with the Europa League in our campaign this season. So we need to bring in signings in that position. But it's so gutting, and I'm sure Ten Hag's got it as well, because Anthony Martial seemed to sew everything together, and we're a different side when he's not in the team. So we do need him fit. He was also asked about Casemiro, and he said Casemiro is fit. He did all of the training sessions. He trained first individually, and the last days he trained with the team. We need players clear, but we need the right players. The whole transfer window, we are happy with what we did until now, but the bar has to be high. So the manager obviously happy with Casemiro signing, but he's demanding more, and he wants more signings from the club. So Casemiro, is he going to start in this game? For me, you start him. Now I know McTominay did well in the last game, Eriksen did well in the last game, Bruno did well in the last game, but for me, you make space for Casemiro and you bring him in. We're away from home. You know, a game where the midfield's going to be important, and I think you just put Casemiro in there. He's already a highly experienced player. He's a fit player. He'll come in, and I think get him in the midfield. I think it'll be a good game for him away at Southampton. Not the most physical team. They're a good side, but they're not the most physical team. And it'll be a good debut for him in the Premier League, I think, and hopefully it can be an impact from him that helps us win the game. We're going to need it. So we will, of course, get into our predicted 11 for this game against Southampton. And in my predicted 11, I'm going to go with David De Gea in goal, as you'd expect. The back 4, I'm not going to change. So Martinez and Rafael Varane in the centre-half positions. Then I'm going with Dalot and Tyrell Malacia. I thought Tyrell Malacia was excellent against Liverpool, as was Martinez, as was Varane, as was Dalot. keep them in the team. Hopefully we can get a settled backline going with David De Gea just behind them. And then just in front of that backline, I want to see Casemiro. Varane, Martinez, Casemiro, on paper, pretty good. If Varane and Martinez can build a partnership and Casemiro can complement them in front, we could have something pretty solid in front of our goalkeeper there. So Casemiro for me comes straight in. Then I'd go this time around. You could go with McTominay or Eriksen, but I'd go with Fred. Give Casemiro someone he's aware of, someone that speaks the language. Casemiro's obviously been learning English, and he's been speaking about how he wants to learn more English and embed himself into the culture and stuff, which is great to hear. And hopefully that happens pretty quickly because it will benefit him as a player. But also having Fred next to him, I don't think Fred's the worst partner for him. Away from home as well, can we afford to go with Eriksen and Bruno Fernandes? So I'd go with Casemiro, Fred and Bruno, or Eriksen, but I'd go with Bruno Fernandes. He put in a good captain's performance against Liverpool. Then in the front three, you got to get asked, does Cristiano Ronaldo start or not? In my opinion, he wants to leave. There's been more talk about him leaving. Possibilities of Sporting, Napoli and all this, that and the other. It's clear his future isn't resolved. On top of that, I feel like the way Erik ten Hag wants to play probably means he's not suitable for a game away from home at this moment in time. He hasn't played much football. He hasn't had much, minutes in terms of pre-season and all that. I would go with, again, and this sounds bizarre because I actually think Elanga probably could do with a loan move or something. I'd go with Elanga, Sancho and Rashford. Go with that front three. Keep Cristiano Ronaldo on the bench for if you do need to bring him off and get a goal. And that's the front three I would go with in this game. And that's the 11 I would go with in this game. So that's my predicted 11 for this game. Let us know your thoughts, your predicted 11s in the comments below. Do you think Cristiano Ronaldo should start or not? How much of a blow is Anthony Martial missing out on this game as well? I am absolutely gutted about that one for sure. But Southampton's going to be a tricky game. They're a good side. Ralph Hasenhüttl can get them playing good football. We've had difficult games there in the past. Anthony Martial's done pretty well against them in the past, so it would have been nice to see him in a team. He's obviously not. We've got to get through that. Hopefully Rashford and Sancho can step up with more performances. But that midfield is key. Get Casemiro in there. Get Fred in there. Get Bruno in there. Win that midfield battle. And I think we'll win the game. But it depends who he picks. Who's he going to pick? He could be tempted to keep McTominay in the team because of the fact he did well against Liverpool. And look, if he kept his spot in the team, he'd have to say he deserves it. But I just feel like you make a signing like Casemiro, there's no point to mess about. Just get him straight into the team. My prediction for that game, and again let me know yours in the comments, 2-1 win for United. I'm feeling confident again. Fingers crossed we can get the result. The Europa League group, as I said, we'll discuss that as well. We got Real Sociedad, so a trip to Spain. We got Sheriff Tiraspol. Obviously they beat Real Madrid previously in the Champions League. We've got to go there. And we've also got Ammonia, who are a Cypriot team, so we've got to go there. A good group for Manchester United, and I'd be looking at no key players travelling to Sheriff or Ammonia for sure. You can possibly see the likes of Garnacho, Zinedine Iqbal, potentially getting an opportunity in these kind of games as well. And I'd definitely go out and do that. But that's our Europa League group. Let us know your thoughts on that. We're being linked with Memphis Depay as well, which is very, very interesting. Let us know your thoughts on that. But mainly, the preview for Southampton. That's my predicted team. Get yours in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed. Keep it locked. Like, comment, share. And for now, guys, I've been AdamMcKola. I'm out of here.